Hope you guys are doing well. Another video that I want to share my thoughts and opinions on using the DJI Smart Controller as well as the DJI CrystalSky. As you can see, I have both versions of the CrystalSky, the 5-inch version and the 7.85-inch version. This is not the ultra brightness version, by the way. This is the normal one. This is just me explaining my thoughts about why I bought the DJI Smart Controller, and this is me coming from a DJI CrystalSky owner. As you can see, my DJI CrystalSky 7.85 is mounted on my Phantom 4 Pro version 2 controller, and I've gotten the official CrystalSky mount for the controller. Works supremely well. I'm so liking it. And I've had both of these for 2 years, by the way. So basically, I've gone through a lot of flight times, photography, video jobs, using my DJI CrystalSky for different occasions, events, and both of them have served me very well. I've had this for nearly 2 years, and as you can see, they're both working perfectly fine. There's no burnt marks, pixel burn-in, whatever, dead pixel, whatever. There's no unequal lighting, and I've flown all of these throughout the day over the course of nearly 2 years before picking up this DJI Smart Controller. And the fans have always constantly been kicking in, even during high noon, and these things were really built to last, at least for my batch. I know I've heard of like overheating issues, but thankfully I've gotten CrystalSkys that have no issues whatsoever, didn't fail on me during jobs and whatnot. So I'm really proud of them. They still work fine. So this is just me sharing with you the experiences of using the DJI Smart Controller and why I would recommend you guys going for the DJI Smart Controller as someone that owns 2 CrystalSky. So, alright, so first things first is why I got this DJI Smart Controller is because of the simplicity, and everything is built onto it. Everything, there's no outer external accessories, attachments that you would need to buy. It works just as fine as the CrystalSky. It's all in one basically. So basically the screen size is the same as my 5-inch version. The only difference is I noticed the user interface. I guess this would look exactly like the Phantom 4 Pro version 2 Plus with the built-in controller, with the CrystalSky built in the screen. Not this one, but the other one. So the first and main reason why I had gotten this is because after a while, don't get me wrong, it is still pretty expensive. If you're on a tight budget, don't get this. That's what I mean. It's not something that is really needed, that is really necessary. But for me, like if you have some money to spare, then just go for it because of its simplicity and lack of things needing to attach to it to get it on and started. And the setup time is just so fast and quick. And what I mean by the simplicity and quick setup time is how you can just like fold this in and then unscrew this, and it saves time. And you don't even have to screw this in, but I'll show you what I mean. Okay, because my CrystalSky comes, you need to set up the mount, put in the mounting plate, screw it in, the cable and whatnot, and unfold the controller. It takes like considerably, like 1 minute. Like probably if you want to do it quickly, probably like 30 seconds. But for this one, you can do it like so super quick. You know, you don't really have to wait for a long time. You just do it quickly, and boom, it's just like that for this one. And then look, now it's in the storage mode, and I'll just put this thing in, and boom, boom. Look how DJI really planned this thing properly. It's a really well thought out design. Look at that. Yeah, and the battery here, there's 2 batteries here. I think it lasts around fairly decent amount of time. Yeah, so the screen display is at 1080p. It's pretty fast and it's not laggy. So there it is. We have all the screw uncovered and everything, and this is how it looks like. Yeah, it's so light. Look at that. And you hold it. This is my reference, my fingers, my arms in control. Look at that. And it's so like it fits in your bag perfectly. I'll show you my bag in a bit. This is the USB, this is the micro SD card for reviewing. Like if you want to show your clients the footage quickly, pop it in and then just open the Explorer here. downloads images, and you go to SD card. There it is. Find your file, and boom, there you go. It's so simple and easy to set up. So don't get me wrong. The downside in terms of the practicality is that when you have the DJI CrystalSky, look at all the components, the gears, the installations that you wouldn't need to do. It just takes time. Oh, and plus look at that, the battery. And you need to like get a separate battery charger for the battery, you know, like you can hot swap it, whatever, but it just takes a lot of time, like screwing it in and then like mounting it in, unless you have like one of those Pelican cases where you've cut the foam out neatly and so that it fits the contour of this remote controller without like disassembling it. But you would need to get a really big case, and I don't have that big case. I just carry it in my backpack. You can't fit this whole like attached, installed, mounted remote control with CrystalSky setup. You have to disassemble this, otherwise things are just going to break, and it's not good for the mounts, the joints. So that's why it's such a hassle, and I really hate it. It's a tad bit. So in terms of the ranking, actually, so the first one would be like you using a normal mount with your tablet, you know, or your phone, your iPad, whatever, on either of these, on the Mavic 2 Pro controller and the Phantom 4 Pro Plus. So, and the second level is you actually using a CrystalSky. And the third level, in terms of the quick setupness, the ease of access, and the simplicity, is picking up a DJI Smart Controller and boom, you're set to go. Everything's ready. No hassle. And in terms of the transmission, you know how in forums you've read there's the CE, FE, FCC, whatever, that the controller, that range. I couldn't find any like reduction in range. In fact, I found an increase in the range, and also an increase in the smoothness, the fluidity of the screen, because somehow the processor in here can process my video live feed footage faster. No joke, guys. DJI is not sponsoring me or anything. This is just truthful. It's coming from myself, my experience. This one, sometimes it can get a bit laggy and choppy, the video feed, especially when it's like there's like you haven't really done a fresh like restart or reboot or whatever, and you have like a few apps running in the background, something like that, and you're recording 4K, you're using all the modes. It's like the processor capability in this is not as powerful as this. They've really done a good job in this. And also, like, look at that HDMI port antenna folds down like this, and you can have it like this. So you know how people say like it's facing forward, so the signal strength is stronger with the flat side of the antenna facing towards the drone. So yeah, or you can just fly it like this. And so it's really well thought out and well designed. Even the joystick comes off. Look at this in terms of the size comparison. This single piece versus this, like everything that you got going on here. Yeah, look at that. It's just clunky, bulky. It's not really discreet. And so that's just like, including the USB cable. If you lose this USB cable, you have to like go back and get it or find you one. Basically, you can't fly. I know that the size and the portability and the quick setupness, the all-in-one factor of the smart controller, for some, it's not quite a lot of justification for them to get like this piece. I mean, it's quite expensive for this to be replaced fully, the Mavic 2 Pro controller. But for me, if you have like extra few bucks to spare, just get this. Definitely, I recommend this. But unfortunately, the downside is that this one only works for the Mavic 2 Pro series, the Mavic 2 Zoom, Mavic 2 Pro, or Mavic 2 Enterprise. So it doesn't work for the Phantom series, unfortunately. Then you would need to rely on the CrystalSky. I don't think the CrystalSky is out of the market yet, because there's still some use for it for Inspire drones, those Inspire 2 drones and other DJI products. It's still good. Yeah, like those Inspire version 1 drones, Phantom drones in the future. So unless they would be making this for the smart controller for the Inspire, or a future update that allows compatibility with the Phantom 4 Pro series or the Inspire. The DJI CrystalSky is still not out of the market yet because this is not made for the Phantom 4 series and Inspire series. The charger for the battery, oh my god, guys. I mean, for this thing, is just the controller. You charge the controller along with the monitor, the screen, using just one like cable controller. That's easy, so easy. But for this, you will need to charge the remote and you need to charge the battery on the CrystalSky. Look at that. Yeah. So in terms of just the general aesthetics or the simplicity, the product design, the key selling point is the portability and quick setup time, the all-in-one factor of the Mavic 2 controller. The design and the well-builtness, the ergonomics, everything rubber here. I find it more comfortable to fly like this. But the second thing is, of course, the processor factor. I don't know, it's not definitely not placebo effect because I've flown this many times. In comparison, just to compare, satisfy myself. This thing, the fluidity of and the fastness of the live footage, I don't know how to describe it, is definitely faster than this. This one is a bit, sometimes can get jittery and choppy and laggy, but this one is just smooth and super fast, especially when you're trying to review footage and not just flying. When you're reviewing footage, it definitely can get, this one can get choppy, really slow, but this one is fast, smooth, super fast. And what I normally do is I just take my SIM card, not SIM card, take my micro SD card from my drone, put it in here, and just review it, pop, and there we go. It's so fast. Smart controller is replacing my Mavic 2 Pro remote controller. So you can even put it like this to stand it up, because yeah, like that. Alright guys, so this is my normal carrying bag for my Mavic 2 Pro. Is a DJI bag with a tripod mount place on the sides for me to bring my tripod, so it's very comfortable. So I'll show you how it's set up and what I mean by I have to carry all these mounts and external devices or accessories just for the Mavic 2 Pro controller with the CrystalSky. So this is how I have my setup normally. The batteries, yeah, like around mostly 4, and this is the place where I put my CrystalSky 5-inch when I want to fly. There it is. So I only just bring one battery. I charge it anyways, and this is the CrystalSky with the cover and set it up. So I really take great care of the CrystalSky, but this is what I mean by it's such a hassle to bring everything like this, and then like put it aside, set it up, and then this is the what is this? Yeah, the mounting plate thing. Take out the controller from the case. There you go. And then just attach this thing in. So it's such a hassle, you know. And then put this thing in like that. I'll try to do it quickly, but you get what I mean. You get my point when your client is waiting for you. You want to get that shot, that like off the moment shot quickly, and then just you have to get your CrystalSky, everything assembled, your mounting bracket plate, Mavic mounting, and then just attach the. So it's really, really time consuming and annoying. You know, it's sort of like there's a point where it just disincentivizes me to just get those nice shots because of problems such as this. Yeah, how it's just like, it's such a hassle, it's troublesome to the point. Maybe this is just like one of those, I don't know, like first world problems or whatever. But yeah, you know, you have to screw everything in and then just plug in your, man, it really took a while. And there you go. Make sure that you really have to like make sure your mount, everything is set up. And then I usually have this thing attached. And so you get my point, you know. And there you go. Get the thing attached and everything, and you're good to go. You're ready to fly. You put this aside. It takes a while, definitely a while. So I think like probably less than a minute or 2 minutes if you're careful. You know, you're slow. But yeah, as opposed to just putting this thing in here there you go. And just taking it out, boom, take out the joysticks, the controller, pop this thing in to here, turn it on, boom, you're good to go. Instantly connect, no hassle, like probably reduces the time greatly. And just take it out, no issues whatsoever, easy. That is quick, that is so fast. That's what I mean, guys. So yeah, I hope this video will help you to make your choice or decision. If you're really going for the DJI Smart Controller, you're a Mavic 2 owner, you're contemplating on whether you should get the controller. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. You can see my setup there and how it took me a while to set everything up. And this is me coming from a CrystalSky owner, having all this set up. I used to have my mounting pad, and you need to get that set up too. So it's just time consuming, guys. So I hope that this video has been helpful for you. Yeah, guys, it's so good, the screen. I'm loving this. This is really a good investment. It's so fast, easy setup. You want to fly, you want to go for vlogging, whatever, wedding photography, jobs, corporate videos, property, aerial surveillance, whatever you want to do. This is so fast and quick because it's discreet, it's portable, it's light, it has that all-in-one feature, and fast and quick setup time, as well as the processor is so fluid, it's fast, and the brightness as well, the same as the CrystalSky, but the processor, it runs the DJI Go app faster and allows you to review footage faster. So all of my opinions are just shared because I feel that you guys might be deciding on whether to buy it, and this is just me as a CrystalSky owner, what I think of the DJI Smart Controller. So thank you guys. Do have a nice day. Take care. Please hit a like button and subscribe. So alright guys, see you in the next video. Take care guys. Peace.